So out of the US Session Open, we had from a signals mode on the primary pivot point trading system along after the 8:32 US Central time window. We had a long entry that then flipped to a short entry after rotation back up for what we call a levels test. So that long entry flipped to a short entry for a small loser, two and done. We have another mode, we call it time windows mode. That got flipped around a little bit, but still worked out. We had a short, that was a loser. You hit your stop, that was a loser. Then you got long, that had a slight loss to a short, and down you go. So three and done. Now time windows mode, meaning I want to get in the second everything's lined up at the first bar that's qualified at 8:32 or later, over time has a slightly, I guess you could say a profit advantage over time over just waiting for the first signal, but it's not a big enough difference between the two. I mean, it's a decent amount of P&L over like the course of like a month to 2 month period. But a person can just always leave it in signal mode, just wait for the signal. Now I'll show you why I like time window mode, and I'll just give you an example. Let's go take a look at yesterday's action right out of the open. And tell me, would have rather been in time windows mode? So let's go to the 8:32, the first bar at 8:32 US Central Time. So here we go. Because the market got pumped by institutionals like instantly. So on time windows mode, you were long. So you had a initial push that you may or may not have made your profit objective depending where it's set. I mean, you should have been one and done. We had one push, two push, three push, and the entry point to the high pivot I thought was over 100 points. Yeah, it was about 100 point, but yeah, so you should have been one and done. If you waited for signals mode, you waited, it got you short, and that was definitely a qualified short on the first signal. Then it flipped you long, so you had one loser, then you had a nice push, so you had some opportunity there to go positive P&L, and then basically we had a little bit of sell-off right at the end of the day, but I don't trade that long. So at a minimum, you got positive on the day, and at some point where you're just sick of watching the market be grinded up all day by institutionals running automated systems and options and futures, they weren't doing a whole lot of stock buying. That was kind of a game move, and it makes sense now. I was wondering, why in the hell are institutionals running it all the way back up here? But then I was like, wait a minute, we got CPI the next day. So they're up doing level sweeps up here. So they didn't even care about fundamentals or anything. They're just like, we're pumping it all the way up. We're gonna throw on short hedges, cash out more of our stock positions that are deep in the money, and see what we get for CPI. And then a little bit of push pre-market on news. And I hit that. I shot a video earlier for my group. I hit that and got some positive P&L on that, and then came into the day and was one and done. So I ended up having a strong day on a 150K account, but when there's news hitting and it's prominent and I know there's going to be big moves, I worked it a bit today. So rest of the week, I'll go back into my typical mode, just go for 700-ish a day on a 150K account. Now that's the upper side of the range. For newer traders getting into the program, you should really come in, go for 300 a day. Prove you can do that yourself, that you can follow all the instructions, operate the strategy right. 5 to 10 trading days go by, then go for 350 or 400 a day and so on. Kind of slowly build up after you know how to use the strategies. They all make sense to you. You understand the settings we provide. If you're new to NinjaTrader 8 platform, knowing what you're doing on the platform. So this is a marathon, not a sprint. So some wonderful opportunities today. We did have a news event related level sweep and rotation. And then we had a levels test after the open, and down we go. So not surprising. So all this pump was basically just institutionals pushing it up so they could turn around and be sellers and turn off buying as far as stocks go and options go. Now they're going to get out of the way and let it pull back. So anyhow, there you have it. PropTradingIndicators.com. We always have special offer pricing on the website. If you have questions, it'll be info@PropTradingIndicators.com. There is a video series I will be posting. It's me working this pivot point strategy, our main strategy, to go get our daily profit objectives on our prop accounts, of me trading the strategy 5 days in a row sequentially. So that will get posted at some point today. So watch that. Also, by the end of the day, we should have 3 fully automated strategies in the program. Pivot point trading, the river strat, so the pivot point trading strat, we call it the pivot point strat. That's this one here with the PPG1 indicator. Then we have the river strat based on the river. That's getting some updates. So we had nice slap downs right after those level sweep and then after the high retest. So anyhow, that will be, that we already have that strat. That's getting some updates. And then we have the STI, our hybrid super trend indicator with a strategy attached to it. So 3 strategies should be by the end of the day today. I'm testing the current brand new STI strat on a different screen. So far, so good. And if all looks good there, I'm going to post it up to our group today. If I see any little bugs or any little things that need to be tweaked, the programmer will usually fix it right away, and then I can either get it out later tonight or later in the evening today so everybody can use it tomorrow if they want. For those that have been playing with the STI indicator already and are already on what I would call optimized settings. So there you go. Very efficient. Some of the easiest ways to trade prop accounts automated, or you can use the signals and trade manual discretionary. As you can see, these candles don't populate that fast on this time frame. You can use it on other time frames. We're not codependent with the system on just one set of time frames. You can trade gold. We got guys in gold, oil, ES, Bitcoin futures, NASDAQ, and so on. So there you have it. PropTradingIndicators.com. 2 automated systems, about to go to 3. Heck of a deal. A lot of content getting added to the website with all the new additional automated systems, at least the STI automated system coming on, the STI strat. So onward and upward. If you have any questions, again, info@PropTradingIndicators.com. Talk to you all later.